Some secrets were never meant to stay hidden, good even in beautiful people. I'm Dirty Diana, and tonight, welcome to Midnight Confessions, the place where your untold stories finally get a voice. Have a secret you've never told anyone? A first kiss you still remember? A crush you never confessed to? A wild night you'll never forget? A heartbreak you're still carrying? Or maybe there's something you've been holding inside for years, something you need to get off your chest. Here, you can tell your story anonymously. No judgment, no pressure, just real people, real emotions, and real stories. Because every confession has a soundtrack, and every story deserves to be heard. We're also looking for Swain Family Records artists, songwriters, and creators who want to help transform these real-life confessions into original songs. So if you've got a story, or if you've got the talent to bring those stories to life, this is your moment. Tonight at 10 p.m. Turn the lights down low, get comfortable, and prepare to confess. I'm Dirty Diana, and this is Midnight Confessions, only on Swain Family Records. Your secret, your story, your soundtrack.
Why, hello, my pretty lovelies out there. Well, welcome to my show, Midnight Confessions with Dirty Diana, with my co-host, Dante. And we have a special guest with us, Stormdock. Hi, girl, what's up?
Definitely the temperature.
I bet it's up and hot, pretty heated up in here already, especially with two girls with one guy in the middle. How's that sound, Dante?
Now.
You know me, I gotta get the party going.
It's all about that man
going.
sandwich tonight.
That's right.
Now,
Nice and
Storm. We know how you are. Don't get too freaky.
Well, YouTube can't censor my voice, so.
That's right. We can't now, so she can say what the fuck she wants to say.
It's like Spice Girl, so say what you want, what you really, really want.
Right? And I want to say welcome to everyone that is in here. I see we have two. One's of course Stormdock with her pineapples, but we see that we have Christy in here, which we got a couple songs from him. That's for two of our stories, so I'm excited to hear those. But I guess we'll go ahead and get. And by the way, happy 4th of July, everyone!
America.
Yes, America.
No, you
All
have to
right,
say
which I
it
actually
properly. If you're gonna say it, it's America. Fuck yeah.
Yeah, and I actually have one of her stories to be, kind of fit the mood that, it's pretty patriotic, which is our story number 3. But we can't wait to hear all of our stories, especially the first one. So, everyone. Oh, hello, Beth. All right, so let's get the first story out. So this one's called She Named It Unfortunately. Dear Dirty Diana, I once dated a woman who was completely unapologetically weird. I'm pretty sure if Chaos wore lipstick and heels, it would look exactly like her. She had this weird habit of naming everything like she was either a child, a pirate, or a government informant. She named her toaster Pop. She named her vibrator Guaranteed. She named her car Bad Decisions, which in hindsight was extremely accurate. So one night after we've had a few drinks, a little flirtation, a little heat, a little I probably shouldn't be here, but I definitely am. She grabs my cock, looks me dead in the eye, and says, I've chosen a name for it. I said, What? She smiled like the devil had just sent her a personal message. Unfortunately, I laughed. You're joking, right? She said, Oh, I'm absolutely not. Because every time it shows up, someone gets disappointed. I said, That's the most insulting thing anyone has ever said to me. She shrugged, and yet you're still standing there with, unfortunately, in my hand. Which was true. I had the emotional resilience of a wet sandwich, but I was still very much present. From that point forward, that is what she called it. She'd be getting ready in the mirror, totally focused, and just casually say, Where's unfortunately? Like it was a pet snake or a problem or a family heirloom. Then one night, while we were having sex, she said, Unfortunately, it's not giving me what I want. I said, What's that? She looked at me with pure disgust in her eyes and said, An orgasm. Get guaranteed. And that point, I realized I wasn't in a relationship. I was a recurring segment. But I'd be lying if I said I hated it. There was something weirdly powerful about being treated like a reckless legend and an inconvenience at the same time. That's a very specific kind of intimacy. Of course, the whole thing ended in the most predictable way possible, badly. She left me w- she left me on a read, which was rude, but also kind of on brand. The last text I got from her said, You were fun, but unfortunately needs a more stable environment. I didn't know whether to be insulted or impressed. Honestly, both. And now, years later, I still think about her sometimes, not in a romantic way, more in a what is wrong with that woman and why did I find it attractive kind of way. Because some people make an entrance, some people make an impression, and some people name their manhood, unfortunately, and walk away like they done the world a favor. What y'all think about that one?
Well, unfortunately, obviously, she is absolutely insane.
Yeah.
What a judgy beat. Just saying.
I mean, that's kind of a very odd name to
Her
name it.
her naming her
Unfortunately,
naming the guy's dick, unfortunately. It's like she's looking in a mirror. She should be calling herself that.
right? See, I'm looking at
Well,
some of these
well,
comments here.
I can attest from a man that's been with a narcissist. They can never look in the mirror.
Hmm. See, I never had to deal with that, unfortunately. So, but yeah, I mean, I've called people's dicks different names, but this is the first I've ever heard somebody call it. Unfortunately, I mean it's kind of sad, actually. I mean, was it that bad? I mean, wow.
Well, well, see, individuals like the female in this story like to prey upon men that have a lower self esteem, factors of that nature, that think they can't get any better and take advantage of them.
Oh yeah. I like what Mike says here. Every time he thinks about a hot dog flying down a hallway. That's
It
kind of
is
funny.
unfortunate, isn't it, Mike?
Yes, very unfortunately.
See, now that's unfortunate.
Oh yes. So I heard from a little birdie here that Dante has his first song that is actually called, well, unfortunately. Shall
Well,
we?
you did. Well, you did
Huh?
ask me to do this one, so
Yes, I did, because I heard you got a pretty hot little voice.
Hey, you know, I heard honey buns.
So let's hear this song and let's see if it drives us a little wild.
I had a lover a long time ago. She named everything, whether it moved or not. Had a smile like trouble and a mouth with no forgiveness. I should have seen it coming, but I walked in willingly. Some women leave a scar, some leave a name on your dignity. She had a toaster named Pop, a car named Bad Decisions, and a toy she called Guaranteed. Had a way of turning chaos into some kind of religion. She wore lipstick like a warning, heels clicking like a sin. Every room got a little louder every time she walked in. She said, baby, I name things that keep showing up around me. I laugh like I was safe till her eyes locked on me. She put that devil smile on like she already knew. Then she leaned in close and whispered, I chose a name for your manhood. Unfortunately, I said, you better be joking. She said, I never do. Then she held my pride in her hand and told me the truth. Unfortunately, that is what she called it. Every time it showed up, somebody left disappointed. Unfortunately, she said it's so sweet, like a cursing red lipstick wrapped up in silk sheets. I should've walked away, but I stayed faithfully. She had my heart in trouble, and my manhood's name was Unfortunately. She'd be standing at the mirror, getting ready for the night, like nothing in the world was wrong, like everything was right. Then she'd say, where's unfortunately? Like she lost her favorite sin, like a pet snake in the hallway trying to find his way back in. I said, that is disrespectful. She said, that is accurate. I said, you owe me deeply. She said, you'll live with it. I had the backbone of a wet match, but I still stayed around. Somehow being roasted by her felt like wearing a crown. She was mean like a melody, soft like candlelight, had me laughing at my own pain in the middle of the night. Unfortunately, that is what she called it. Every time it showed up, somebody left disappointed. Unfortunately, she said it's so sweet, like a cursing red lipstick wrapped up in silk sheets. I should've walked away, but I stayed faithfully. She had my heart in trouble, and my manhood's name was Unfortunately. Then one night she looked at me with that disappointment guaranteed he always works. Unfortunately, oh, that is what she called every time it showed up. Somebody left disappointed. Unfortunately, she said it's so sweet, like a curse in red lipstick wrapped up in silk sheets. I should have walked away, but I stayed faithfully. She had my heart in trouble, and my manhood's name was Unfortunately. Last thing she ever told me still lives rent-free in my mind. You were fun, but unfortunately needs a more stable environment. And I did not know whether to be hurt or impressed. Honestly, some women break your heart, some women name your manhood. Unfortunately.
Damn. Well, the beat itself is actually good. Some good love making right there. But that song was real good, Dante. My God, didn't know you had it in you.
Well, thank you.
Oh, is Dante still there? Hello.
Yes,
Oh, there
I'm
he is.
here. Can you hear me?
Now I can.
About time.
Yes, my God, that's a good one. You better release that song because that's actually pretty damn good.
Oh, it's unfortunate. I probably won't, but I did it
Aw.
specifically for this story.
I know, but it's perfect. You should release. Could you imagine how many women would be flocking over that song? I mean, come on. I mean, guys. Well, I don't know. The guys might not like it, but the women would.
They must be some mean women.
Yeah, there is a few out there. I can say I'm kind of guilty on a few occasions. But sometimes the guy probably deserved it.
I don't know, I don't know the whole story. I'm one of those people that there's two sides to a story, but it just sounds like that was a very one directional relationship there.
Yes, but then it seems like the guy actually can't get enough of it if you know the way it sounds.
Some guys have shame kinks. I mean,
There is
that's
a lot of
that's
that.
what that BDSM is for. They go there just to get talked down upon, for a thrill.
Oh God,
There's
yes,
a,
I've heard so many
it,
stories of that.
it's actually a stigma usually between very prominent men that hold a lot of power and the normality that they want to be shamed in private.
Mm. Yep, and then I've had some. I mean, I will tell you, I've had some stories where some, well, let's just say their size is a little bit on the tiny side, but for some reason they love being teased about it and be tortured over having it something that's a tiny little package. So there's guys out there that just have some freaky things out there that they seem to enjoy being shamed on.
Well, as one of my favorite horror icons once said, "It's not the size that counts, asshole. It's what you do with it." Bride
Well,
of Chucky.
when you have the size and you know what to do with it, it's just bonus, right?
That's true. That's true. You have the biggest cock in the world and don't know what to do with that damn thing. you know. But then again, like you said, well, I don't
The
know,
human
being in
body
Texas.
is an incredible thing. It will adjust eventually.
Yes, it would. Nice.
Everything adjusts in time.
Yeah, as long as you don't yank it too many times, then you'll be just fine. All right. Well, we have our special guest here, Stormdock, and we left for story number 2 for her to have the spotlight to talk about her song.
Well, this was something I did honestly for funsies, because everybody out there has their celebrity crushes, like back then it was like Kate Winslet, it was uh, Leo DiCaprio, Justin Bieber, Christina Aguilera, all those people and all that. And, me, I was one of those Leo girls when Titanic came out, not going to lie. And I didn't really start with the guy whose song I wrote about. I didn't really start watching him till later on. Now, I knew he was one of the Doctor Who actors, and I saw him in House of the Dragon. So I started watching House of the Dragon, and the way he played Damon was so freaking amazing. And the very first scene you see him in, he's in a brothel screwing one of his whores. So I'm like, wow, so this is my very first scene of Matt Smith. Got it.
Oh, I remember that scene. I know what one you're talking about.
with Mycinia, or I cannot
Yes.
I cannot remember her name, but her, yeah. And that was my
Oh
very
my
first
gosh.
introduction to Matt Smith. And I'm like, okay, that's quite the introduction there. And after that season, that's when I started, okay, I'm going to start watching Doctor Who. Everybody said he was a great doctor, so why not? And he was actually the youngest actor ever cast as the Doctor when he started. And he had really big shoes to fill because he was right after David Tennant, which is a lot of people's favorite doctors. And can y'all still hear me? It got like really quiet.
Yeah, no, I'm sorry. I
Oh,
had myself
okay.
on mute.
I had to make sure because it's storming around here, and I was making sure we weren't, losing connection. But so I went through and I started watching Doctor Who, and I started out with Chris Eccleston's. I wanted to give all the new Who doctors a chance, and his regeneration scene came. David Tennant came up. He had really good episodes, good storylines. Grew a bit attached to him. His regeneration scene came. I was pretty destroyed. And for those of y'all non-Whovians out there, when that was Doctor Who's way of introducing a new actor and imploring it into the lore. When they die, they regenerate, they create a new face, and they essentially get a whole new life. That's how it works. And he turned into Matt Smith's Doctor, and Matt Smith had really big shoes to fill because he was a fairly newer actor. He wasn't known. He was the youngest ever guy cast in the role, and a lot of people gave him a lot of shit. And he right away did very good. And it took a little bit of adjustment because I was really attached to David Tennant's Doctor, but oh my God, he turned into my favorite pretty darn quick. And when his regeneration scene came after his 3 seasons were up, it destroyed me big time. It destroyed me. Like, I thought David Tennant's, hurt me, but Matt Smith's destroyed me. And he was such a really good actor. And it's like after that, I'm like, okay, I got to watch his other content. And he became kind of like a new celebrity crush in a way because I thought he was hot as hell. So, and as I said, my very first introduction was him naked screwing a whore in a brothel. So, come on, I got to see Matt Smith in all of his glory right there on TV right away. And I watched all of his other movies. He did Mapplethorpe. He did Charlie Says, in which he played Charles Manson. That one was pretty crazy. He did Morbius with Jared Leto, and I know Morbius got shat on, but Matt Smith made it watchable. He was freaking amazing there. He was the guy, that did the shirtless dancing scene and all that, but he was much more than just that scene. He did really good in that one. One of his more recent works was The Death of Bunny Monroe, and that is a spicy show. Oh yes, you saw a bunch of Matt Smith in that one, that's for sure. And yeah, that guy knows how to be smooth, sultry, sexy, all of that.
Nice.
And so that's when I got the idea to write the song Forever Yours, because it's a crazy crush song that I wrote out of nowhere. I know he's a Blackburn Rovers fan. He what originally wanted to be a footballer, but couldn't because of his neck injury. He got spondylosis diagnosis in his neck, so he can't play football. And he's a huge Blackburn Rovers fan because his dad was before he passed. And that's actually why I follow the Blackburn Rovers. They're actually a pretty good team to cheer for. One of the founding members that has a Premier League win, and it's a lot of fun history. And my Blackburn Rovers jersey actually has Matt Smith's name on the back with a number 11 for being that Matt Smith was the 11th Doctor. And a lot of the elements of his life I included in the song, and it's one of those things like, if we were to ever be a thing, unlike people he's been with in the past, it's like I would be there for everything, every down, every up, every in between, all that stuff. The song pretty much explains it all. It's really hard to say, but it was one of those I wrote for my personal enjoyment, and I decided to jokingly release it to public, and somebody decided to tag the video to his mom's Twitter.
Oh, wow.
And I am pretty sure Matt Smith's mom, sister, and Matt Smith himself has heard this song.
So I'm going to ask before we play this song, Storm, do you need to go take a cold shower?
No, I'm good.
Oh, good. That's
I
very
don't
good.
know. I might have to, though. After she reminded me of that scene on that show with that sex scene. Yeah, I might have to take one.
Well, the song doesn't have that kind of spice in it. It's one of those love ballads in a way. So,
Well, we can't wait to hear it.
Well, ladies, here we go.
Shouting for the lads in white and blue. Every cheer, every curse, I fall a little more for you. Script pages on the table, dog hair on your favorite coat, Bobby curled up at your feet as you learn another line they wrote. You say, what if this is all I get? I say, baby, you ain't seen it yet. I'd follow you anywhere, Matt Smith, from the cheap seats to the silver screen. Every road, every risk, every what if. You're the center of my wildest dreams. Till death do us part. I'm in this, your happiness, my only plan. I'll stand by your side through every twist, forever your loudest fan. Records spinning late at night, those Oasis boys, they sing our scars. You hum seen. Every doubt, every dark abyss, I'll be your shield, your end between death do us part. I'm in this, your happiness, my only plan. I'll stand by your side through every twist, forever your loudest fan. Blackburn days, late night songs, dog at our feet where we belong. Raise your glass, here's my vow, I'm yours forever, starting now.
Really good. I like that actually. You have it released?
No, it's just on my YouTube. That's it. I didn't publicly release it anywhere else.
Well, Storm, I have to ask, did you get a call back?
There is 45 views on it, but no, I haven't gotten any callbacks on it. And I've been keeping it. When I found out somebody linked it to his mom on Twitter, I've been keeping an eye on all their social medias in case anybody posted about it. Matt Smith himself doesn't have any social medias, but his mom and sister does. And so far, neither of them has mentioned it.
Wow.
Well,
See, my
I-
crush. Oh, go ahead.
I can say with my dealings with celebrities, hopefully you're not being watched.
Look, I'm not a stalker, all right? I know it sounded kind of stalkerish, but it was one of those, hey, you're a celebrity crush, we've all got them, but I'm not going to be like flying over to the UK and following the man's every move. I mean, the guy deserves his privacy, what can I say? I'm not going to be crazy like that. I'm not one of those fans.
See, my celebrity crush was Ben Affleck, and of course, if y'all saw that movie Gone Girl, that bathroom scene, didn't realize how big Ben Affleck is.
Well, I know we were talking about size, and I will be one of those. I heard about leaked images back in 2014 when his phone was hacked into. I didn't see any of the pictures, but I heard he's definitely packing.
Oh yeah, he's my Batman.
Well, I was talking about Ben Affleck, but I was talking about Matt Smith. But I believe you if you say Ben's packing. So I mean, hey.
Oh yeah, Ben is definitely packing. I mean, let's just say when I was watching it, and I was watching with my man at the time, and when it got to the scene, I was like, wait, what? And I went to rewind. He's like, why are you rewinding? I said, look, it's a beauty. So yeah.
Yeah, everything I've seen Matt naked in, you don't see frontals, but I know when he played Prince Philip in The Crown, you definitely see back end. He did it again in Death of Bunny Monroe, and he's got a really great bod. I can't lie, he's got kind of a dad bod going on right now. He's not super muscular like he was when he first started doing that with playing Damon, but what can I say? You can't help but like thick guys with a little bit of cushion.
Yeah, a little cushion for the pushing.
Well, I guess I would have to say I'm the only one in the room tonight that doesn't have a celebrity crush.
You don't
come
have
on,
a
nobody?
crush. You have to have at least one.
Not a single one. I worked with enough of them back in the day that I just no.
There's so many nice female actresses out there. You got Jennifer Aniston, you got Kate Beckinsale. I'll throw out some chicks out there too. I'm not gonna lie.
You may think they're nice, but if you get to know them, no.
And have you seen The Mummy? I mean, Rachel Weisz and Brendan Fraser and Oded Fur. I mean, that was like a bisexual paradise right there. Just saying. I don't identify that way, but that movie made me question things.
I just prefer real. What can I say?
Mike, I don't have a dad bod. It's a father figure.
That is a good twist of the joke.
I don't think I've heard that one before. Nice. Bravo, Mike. Applause.
Nice. Yes. And I just see also he said he just wrote the lyrics for Hot Dogs and Hallways from the last
That was
story.
fast.
Yes, that was real quick.
Mike just needs to have a whole album full of his spicy songs. Like he can have, my favorite song from him, Baking Down in the South. He can have Hot Dogs and Hallways.
That would be a good one.
There's an idea for you, Mike. Just saying.
He could call it the spicy barbecue.
Hey, there you go. There you go.
When you keep it classy at the pit.
There's going to be some basting going on at that barbecue.
Yes.
with that special sauce and everything. Secret recipe.
Well, you know what they say, like in what was the movie? Green Tomatoes. I can't think of the movie, but The Secret's in the Sauce.
Oh, Fried Green Tomatoes with Kathy Bates.
Yes.
Oh, Kathy Bates, Sally Field, and all them.
Exactly.
Oh yeah.
Oh, guess what, Stormdock? He likes your idea. He said that's an actually good idea.
Well, you let me know when you release that album, Mike. I'll be one of your first customers.
He's really good at parodies, so nice. Well, thank you, Stormdock, for introducing your song, and now I gotta go watch Bad Girl. I mean, Gone Girl. I'm just gonna have to go back and watch it now, especially that one scene. Oh, Ben, baby.
So what she's saying is you have drove her to be a bad girl again.
Yes, I'm gonna be a bad girl.
Some time to get freaky.
Yes, and I don't know where my favorite Bob is at. Damn it. Oh well.
I was gonna hey, after last week, I gotta ask, are you wearing?
Are you wearing? Yeah, that's right. What are we wearing?
Is this an office party?
It could be, because remember, I mean, that's right, Stormdock. We think she is part of that deal.
No, that wasn't. I tried to deny it on YouTube, and YouTube wasn't letting me deny it. So.
In my opinion, I think both of you were involved.
I don't work, dude. I do not work, so my lazy happy ass is here at home all day, getting paid by the government to sit here and write crazy songs. So
it's easy to transition remote work into office work, right?
Yeah, well, girls don't tell their secrets.
Not fully.
Isn't that what Gloria Stewart said as old Rose in Titanic, that a woman's heart is an ocean full of secrets?
That's right. Oh my goodness. Well, let's get to our next story, and but like I said, once again, thank you, Stormdock, and this was fun. I mean, definitely, if anybody wants to come up here like Stormdock and has a story, spicy, crazy, something that is just out of the ordinary, that you would like to have a song and you have a story with it, we would love to have you up on here.
Come on up.
That's right. Come on up. More than ways than one.
You just can't be shy.
That's true. All right. So since we are in the 4th of July spirit, our next story is called Red, White, and Blue Balled. All right. Dear Dirty Diana, I have a confession for you about last 4th of July. I need you to understand something right away. I did not have a rough night. I did not get a little disappointed. I got left so thoroughly, so violently, so patriotically blue-balled that I should probably be listed as a national tragedy. I showed up with the confidence of a man who thought he was about to have a very memorable night and maybe even a little romantic satisfaction under the fireworks. And let me tell you, Diana, it was memorable, just not in the way I wanted it. The 4th of July is a cruel holiday. When your body is ready, your ego is inflated, and your date decides she'd rather keep it light than help you create any kind of explosive memories. Keep it light, I said. What does that mean? She replied in the sweetest tone, You know what I mean, silly. Lady, my soul was already wearing tight pants and sweating through the lining. Now, before anybody starts yelling at me through the internet, I know she did not owe me anything. That is not the problem. The problem is my expectations showed up wearing aviators, waving a flag, and promising me a parade. I had the whole setup: a fresh new shirt, dangerous levels of cologne, enough optimism to qualify as a public safety concern, and a boner with a patriotism problem standing at attention. I was ready for real sparks. I was ready for real magic. I was ready for real heat. The kind of heat you do not need a fireworks permit to set off. I was ready to get my hands busy in the kind of way that makes a man stare at the ceiling afterward and reevaluate his relationship with God. Instead, halfway through the evening, she hits me with the sentence, You're hot, but tonight is not that kind of night. Not that kind of night? And because I'm apparently a man who enjoys walking barefoot across emotional Legos, I said, What kind of on the cheek and said, A fun one. Then she walked off to talk to her friends. Diana, that is the kind of sentence that turns a man into a government investigation. That is not a rejection. That is a softly delivered cock block with punctuation. So there I am at the cookout, standing around with a paper plate full of burnt hot dogs and a pocket full of emotional damage, pretending to care about somebody's uncle's illegal fireworks show. Every boom in the sky felt like the universe was laughing at me. Every explosion above me was a tiny celebration for a night that was absolutely not happening for me. I saw couples sneaking into dark corners like raccoons with trust issues. I saw one guy disappear behind a truck with a woman in cut-off shorts, his hand on her ass, both of them wearing the look of people about to make terrible decisions in the best possible way. As for me, I was over by the bean dip and punch bowl, getting mentally waterboarded by rejection. My body asked, You all right, man? And I said, Yeah, I'm fine. Which is a lie every man has told at some point. Then he looked me dead in the eye and said, Bro, you look like your balls got denied at the border. And Diana, I swear to Christ, I damn near respected the poetry of that insult. At that point, I felt less like a man and more like a sad, over-caffeinated cautionary tale in a polo shirt. And the worst part, she was still being nice about it. That is the part that really scrapes the inside of my skull. I mean, if a woman hates you, at least the anger gives you something solid. You can work with that. You can be dramatic in the truck later. But when she smiles sweetly and says, You're such a great guy, and I really enjoy spending time with you, my rejected little brain does not hear kindness. It translates that sentence into, Thank you for the free attention and the vaguely erotic tension. Now be a good boy and wait. By the time the fireworks started, I was sitting in a folding chair with a heart-on full of resentment and a stomach full of shame. Pop. Bang. Crackle. Yeah, I get it, universe. So I did what any grown man would do when his patriotic hopes got crushed under the boot heel of a summer flirtation. I went home alone. I ate shredded cheese directly from the bag, and I took a cold shower while muttering, Never again, like I like a war veteran of poor decisions. Diana, please advise. What do I do about her? Do I block her? Do I text something mysterious but not technically alarming? Do I set the good shirt on fire and start over? Nice hair, clear boundaries, and an excellent ability to ruin a man's evening without even raising her voice. Because right now, I feel like the human equivalent uh, of a spent bottle rocket. Loud, embarrassed, and not nearly as impressive as I had promised. Sincerely, a man who got red, white, and blue balled in the worst way possible.
You know, as a man, yeah, you have to be careful on your expectations going into an evening with a woman because she could definitely throw you for a loop very easily.
Yeah, because those blue balls are no fun for a guy. Might be fun for the woman, but not so fun for the guy.
Well, that does depend on the male. After all, we were speaking earlier about men that like to be shamed.
Yeah, but this guy don't sound like he's one of those. Poor guy.
No, no, he does not.
I mean, he was hoping to get some.
I don't I can't remember if you mentioned if he was married or not, or if this is a girlfriend.
I think no, I
Um,
think he wasn't married. He was just some random girl that he just was kind of hoping to have a little fun, and I guess it didn't happen that way.
okay, I guess that put it into a little bit better context because I was trying to listen for that in there, and I didn't really hear any context on relationship status there. I
Yeah,
will say
yeah.
everybody's drives is different, like some people's drives may be a lot higher, and unfortunately, they may be with somebody who's might have an initial drive, but it just wanes down over the years. It just depends.
It does. I mean, I will admit, I've actually done that to someone, not on purpose. And I'm being honest, I didn't do it on purpose. It's just it was one of those things where something came up, and yeah, let's just say I didn't hear from him after that. So I mean, I can laugh about it now, but God, I did kind of feel a little bad because I didn't mean to leave him like that. But seriously, something came up and I had to go. So yeah, I think shit happens. Oh
Did,
Lord have mercy.
didn't
Uh,
didn't you just leave him in a hard spot?
I
Hard,
sure did.
literally.
A very hard spot. A little too hard. Yeah, I think I let him to where he probably had to find another way of releasement. I mean, I was fine, but I know he wasn't. So that's why I kind of giggle in a way because when I read this, it kind of reminds me of when I did that to one person. But with me, I didn't do it intentionally. It just happened.
See, I'll outright admit because I mentioned in private chat, this might have to be a whole nother confession, but it's like I've been married for 10 years, and it's like I really haven't had that much of a drive. So it's like when I get asked for it, I'm like I really don't feel in the mood. It's really hard to explain.
I know individuals go through that, but at the same time, when you do have the adverse effect on the other partner, that could be exceedingly difficult.
It's as I said, it's hard to really put into words for me, but I know there was like other reasons why one could not be in the mood. Like it could be some that the spouse does, but again, that involves married relationships. With this one, this guy seems like, or from what Diana said, it seemed like he just might be crushing over somebody, and the girl just isn't that much into him.
Yeah, from the story itself, she's being sweet about it, but that could be just generally how she is. It
True,
doesn't
true,
give a
true.
classification. It doesn't give a classification if they're even in a relationship.
See, and I think that would definitely help the context there. If there was a classification, because it does depend, in my opinion.
Yeah, Mike just said sometimes you just gotta take one for the team in marriage. Hmm. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Well, we heard we have a song from Chrissy? Is
Yes,
that right?
yes. Chrissy G turned this one in. It's 4th of July.
How convenient. Well,
America.
let's America.
Well,
All right.
yes, it's America, but he's actually from the UK.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Yeah, but how did
So
we
this
get
should
this Independence Day in the first place, though?
true, true.
And I read a
Well,
meme earlier, and I'm not downing the UK. I love the UK as a country, and Matt Smith is English. What can I say? Um, but the UK is one of the biggest purveyors of Independence Days in this world. True fact.
there you go. So earlier, just I didn't know if your internet went down or maybe mine did because all of a sudden everything went blank. So I'm not sure if it was my end or your end. So was
Well,
there
I can
a time
I
where
can
it was
definitely
blank
hear you still.
when I was saying something? Okay, because now I couldn't hear nothing. I'm like, what happened? So I think I might be having issues, and we're not even having weather issues.
Be careful about those ends now, Diana.
I know, my God. I may be overworking the terminal here.
See, now it's the terminal getting too hot now.
That's right. It's getting hot in here.
Cool it down, ladies. Cool it down. You don't want to overload it.
I know. We're going to overload this baby. Especially after we hear this next song. Let's see what this one that's all about.
Are y'all ready?
I sure am.
Howdy, y'all. He slipped into his best jeans, the ones without a rip. Sprayed on that cologne like he was prepping for a trip. He picked up a six-pack, only one he's got high. He thought he'd make his move. Tonight's the night he'd finally find his groove. Yeah. She giggled at his stories, leaned in real close. Thought he was slick like a hot buttered toast. But then she pulled out her phone, raised it up high. Nice try, cowboy, but my heart's already on standby. Fireworks booming, stars lighting the night. His grand plan crumbled, oh what a sight. Staring like a deer, caught in headlights. Holding his beer, feeling small like a lost kite. Oh, it's red, white and his big blue balls. Pride deflated faster than a cheap beach ball. Belly full of ribs, head spinning with schemes. Ego crash harder than his wildest dreams. Red, white and his big blue balls. Thought he was a hero, but he's just a fool. No kiss, no hug, just a long walk back to the truck. He sat on the tailgate, kicked a soda can, wondered where he lost it, where it all began. Tried to blame the hot weather, he tried to blame the loud tunes. Even said she's missing out on my sweet moves. it straight, no drama. Now the sky's glowing red, white and bright. He was laughing at himself under the moon. Dang, lesson learned, don't count your chicks before the firework fades. Sometimes the best stories come from all the mistakes made. Next year he'll bring more snacks, less bravado. And remember, if she's got a ring, steer clear of that bravado. Yeah, white in his big blue ball. So yeah, that's the story. I'm off for a wank. Maybe I'll have better luck next holiday, y'all.
Wow, Chrissy, good job. My goodness. Sounded actually really good, actually. I was kind of getting the same feel because, Storm was telling me privately it almost sounded like a song that Mike would be creating. So it's very similar. That's pretty cool. And the fact that he used the word wink, I laugh because I know that's how the UK people talk, calling people winkers and all that stuff. I just kind of giggle when I heard that in his song.
Well, I definitely think that's a very good one.
Yeah, even Mike liked it. He said that was fun.
That was definitely very fun indeed, and I enjoyed it. And because I'm like such a big fan of the UK right now, like I totally got the words too.
I almost sounded like you were about to say I almost got off. I'm like, oh really?
Whoa, no.
It almost like you're about to say that.
Oh my!
Maybe if Matt Smith was singing this.
Oh yeah, maybe. Then you might be getting off.
You might have to see me disconnect, and you'll probably know what's about to happen.
Yeah, I know.
Oh my!
Unless we hear some moaning, then we're like, Storm, are you okay over there?
I don't know. It could just be a dog, drinking water.
Yes. Oh my God, people! If you had heard last week, I didn't realize it, but somebody thought somebody was whacking off, and it was not. It was my dog drinking water out of its bowl. So, yeah. Sorry about that, guys. But that is kind of funny.
Something was getting wet, but it wasn't that.
Yeah, it was definitely not getting wet. But thank God my dog is just laying on the bed and not going to go near that water thing because that would be kind of awkward again. Yes, I know it's not that kind of song, but you know my little mind, it goes right there.
If our minds weren't in the gutter, what's the point of this show? Just saying.
That's right. And my mind is always in the gutter 24/7.
You know what they say about gutter logic, right? If you're in the gutter, you're going to find others that are in the gutter.
Yes, and we're going to find Dante right there, deep inside there, too.
No.
Yes, this is to see how deep we can get, Dante. Oh, deep it is. All right, I better stop before my panties get wet. So, because I still got to do laundry and I need to keep these good till tomorrow. So, anyhow.
Plus, with the time frame we're on, and you still have another confession to read.
Yes, I do. And this might be a real good that might end up putting me to the top. So let's get to it. So this one's called Paid in Full. Dear Dirty Diana, I never thought I'd become that girl. The one girl, the one who swears she has boundaries, morals, pride, right up until life corners her with a past due notice, an empty fridge, and a landlord who knows exactly how desperate she is. It started with late rent and a knock at the door that made my stomach drop. I opened it expecting anger, maybe threats, maybe an eviction warning folded neatly in his hand. Instead, he just stood there, calm, smug, too comfortable. His eyes moved over me like he had already done the math in his head and knew I had nowhere else to go. He didn't even have to say much. The silence did all the work. I should have slammed the door in his face. Should have told him to go to hell. Should have called someone, borrowed money, sold something, done anything but stand there and let him look at me like my pride was another bill I couldn't afford to pay. But desperation does ugly things to a woman. It makes bad ideas sound reasonable. It makes shame feel negotiable. The first time I told myself it was survival, just one humiliating compromise, just one secret traded for more time. I tried not to think about the way his hand settled at the small of my back when he stepped inside. I tried not to notice how easily he crossed the line from landlord to something else, something colder, something dirtier. He looked at me like I wasn't a tenant anymore. Again, I hated how aware I was of everything, the closeness, the silence, the unbearable knowledge of what I had agreed to without ever saying the words out loud. My face burned with shame, but underneath that was something worse, a thrill. Not because it was right, because it wasn't. Because it was degrading, because it was a secret, because some dark, reckless part of me felt exposed and cheap and dangerously alive all at once. And then it happened again and again. A few times, if I'm being honest. Each month I swore it was the last time. Each month I heard that knock and felt my pulse betray me. Part dread, part humiliation, part anticipation I still hate admitting. He always acted so matter of fact about it, like this was just how things worked now, like rent could be settled in more ways than one, like my body had become another payment method he was willing to accept. I hated that he knew how far behind I was before I said a word. I hated the smug little look he got when I avoided his eyes. But I hate most is that my body learned the script before my conscience could object. That is the part I barely say out loud, Diana. Not just that I let it happen, not just that he used my situation, but that somewhere along the way, the disgust got tangled up with desire, the power imbalance, the secrecy, the risk, the shame. It stained the whole thing with something dark and intoxicating. I felt used, and I was. But I also opened the door more than once. Now the rent is caught up, but I can't look at my door the same, look at the door the same way. Every knock makes my stomach twist. Every envelope shoved through the slot feels like a reminder of what I traded away just to stay here. I tell myself I did what I had to do. Maybe that's true. Maybe desperate women make desperate choices. But late at night, when the apartment is quiet and I'm all alone with everything I don't want to admit, I wonder if I was only paying rent or feeding a part of myself I'm terrified to name. And the part that scares me most is this. If he knocked tomorrow, even with the rent paid, would I still open the door and let him use me? So tell me, Dirty Diana, was I just desperate, or am I dirtier than I ever wanted to believe? Paid in full.
That to me just sounds very red flag and dangerous. Like like that could escalate later. Like what if she didn't open that door? Well, he's the landlord. He would have the keys to the door. It could escalate where he goes in the apartment himself and some very dark things happen. I'm not going to say it over YouTube because I probably would get this censored, but you know what word I'm talking about, and
Yeah.
it would be very very unfortunate, and the guy already knows he can get to her. I mean, especially if he knows she lives alone in that house.
Yes,
That
and
that,
when I
that's
read
just way
into
too many
it,
red flags for me.
so what I read into it is, it sounds to me that she, instead of, since she didn't have the cash, she gave the landlord a blowjob in exchange for rent, and it ended up being a every month's process. But like you
Yeah,
said, that could become dangerous. Definitely could.
I got that part, and I fear for this woman. I'm not gonna lie, I fear for her. It,
Yeah, yeah. I mean, but then it's like it sounds to me that she just don't know what to think. It's like part of it she's like she may like it, but then the other half of her is saying, no, this is wrong. So it's like she's kind of confused now because it's kind of like a routine now. Dante, are you quiet over there? He's on mute. I don't think. Dante.
well,
Hmm.
yeah, it's just way too many. It's just way too many red flags. I'd say at that point, I would definitely recheck that lease and try to find a way out and find somewhere else to go. Before it does escalate. Just for her personal
Right,
safety.
right.
And
Yeah,
hopefully this is a
Dante's awfully
lesson
quiet over
learned
there.
before doing this again. With somebody else who might escalate it right away and start being demanding of it every month.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Yeah, Dante is quiet over there, unless he's thinking about that blowjob himself. Dante. Oh, Dante. Don't make me get over there and spank you, Dante. And again, he might like it. I
Yeah,
don't know what happened to him.
this is definitely one of the darker stories. That's for sure.
Yes, yes, it is. Oh, Dante's collecting rent. He'll be right back. Oh, Mike. See,
Wow.
he's the comic relief.
See, when Mike mentioned Forrest Gump's mom earlier, at least that was like a one time, maybe two thing for Forrest to get admitted, but you don't really hear of the mom continuously doing it, so Forrest can stay in school though.
Right, right. Let me see if something came up with Dante. Maybe something really did come up, if you know what I mean. Oh, there he is. Silly Dante, what happened to you?
I've just been listening in the background, hearing you chant back and forth.
Oh, well, we were trying to figure out what happened to you. We figured maybe, I don't know, maybe you were trying to collect rent yourself.
No, I just wanted to hear what y'all had to say.
Oh, okay. Because Mike was thinking that maybe the reason why you were so quiet, you were collecting rent. That you'll be right back.
No, 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 no.
That's gonna be another song Mike's gonna add to the next album.
Right? Dante's collecting rent.
You gotta be careful when the rent's due.
That's very true. But yes, I've never done that, but I knew somebody that did, and they were desperate for money, so they would do anything to get money to pay their rent. So it was the opposite of actually going to a landlord, and so they actually went and, well, it was a guy asking for another guy, and well, yeah, you can only imagine what had happened, and he got paid to get that money for the other guy to do the other thing to him, and he had his rent money. So it's actually true. I just actually heard somebody that did that, and I was like, I
Oh,
couldn't do that.
well, you know what they say: $20 is $20.
Right? $20 to make you holler. Oh, Lord have mercy. Well, since I heard we have another song from good old Chrissy, is it, that has the next one
Yes, it is from Chrissy G.
called "Cracks in the Floorboards"? Well, let's see what this one's all about. If it matches to what we were just talking about.
Here we go, ladies.
The bills piled high, the notice on the door. Cold wind seeping through the cracks in the floor. I asked for time, said I'd catch up soon. He smiled that smile, turned up the heat in the room. Said there's another way we can make this right. In my fear, I lost my sight. Not what I wanted, but oh, what a plan. Just trying to keep a roof over my head and a man. Felt like a bargain, but it wasn't fair. A deal made in whispers, heavy in the air. Told myself just once and it's done, but once turned again and the lines came undone. Survival or weakness, I couldn't decide. Carry the secret, oh what a ride. Oh, those cracks in the floorboards hold more than dust. They hold the choices I made when I couldn't trust my own body, my own worth, my own way out. Confusion and passion, they'd scream and they'd shout. Was it what I wanted or what I had to do? I'm still sorting the truth from the lies I knew, but I'm learning now, no price is too high to take back my voice, to letting myself fly. The rent got paid, but the cost ran deep. Haunted by the promises I couldn't keep. Part of me wild, part of me burned. Temptation's fire, oh how I yearn. He held the power, I held the thrill. But slowly I felt something shift and spill. I found the courage to stand on my own, to say no more and finally go home. To myself, the part I'd left behind. before the dark deal clouded my mind. They say hard times lead to hard roads, but never should you trade your soul for shelter, for safety, for just one more day. There's help to be found, there's another way. It wasn't my fault, he played with desire to take advantage, to fan the fire. I forgive myself now for the games I played, that I was worth more than the price I paid. 'Cause those cracks in the floorboards will fade with time, as I rebuild my life, as I heal my mind. Survival's not weakness, confusion's not shame. I'm stepping out of the shadow, igniting my flame. No longer trapped in a bargain unfair. I'm finding my worth, I'm learning to dare for the woman I am, and the road ahead where my dignity stands and my spirit's led. Yeah, it's a long road back, but I'm walking it free. No more secrets, just me.
Oh, when desperate measures means desperate choices. Yeah, you make choices that maybe you may regret later, but you get the job done.
That's very true. I mean, and depending on the person, I mean, it may not really be a desperate choice.
True.
I was stationed in Nevada for my last duty station, and it's a state where prostitution is still fully legal. And
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Fallon is only like 40 minutes from a place in Silver Springs called the Bunny Ranch, and
Oh,
that's one of the
yeah, I
big.
remember the
That's
Bunny
one.
Ranch.
Yeah, that's one of the big brothel chains in Nevada.
Yep.
Like I know they have one in Las Vegas. They got one
hmm
in Silver Springs. I think they have one north of Reno, if I remember correctly. But
Yeah, I used to live in Bullhead City, so yep, I know all about the Bunny Ranch.
I didn't know what it was at first. I was driving down to go to Carson City, and I saw the sign with the two bunnies, getting it down, and I'm like, wow, that's an interesting road sign. So I pulled over, got a picture by it. Didn't realize what it was until some guy in a car pulls up, and he was like, you got business here? I guess he was one of the workers there. And I'm like, no, I just happened to see the sign and wanted a picture by it.
Oh
And
my
I'm like, what
God.
is this place? And then he told me what the place was. I'm like, oh, yeah, nope, I'm getting out of here.
What, did you think it was a place with a bunch of bunny rabbits?
I didn't know what it was. I just saw the road sign. It looked like a regular, street sign. And I just saw the two bunnies on it, and I had to get a picture of it.
Did you want to be a bunny?
That's
No,
right.
no, not like that. I don't think the Navy would have allowed it anyway. I was still in the Navy at the time.
No, she prefers to be in the office. Be mischievous.
No,
Well, that was a
as
really good song.
I said earlier, if it was Matt Smith, it'd be a different story.
True.
See, I'm directly under the brief. I'm not going to knock anyone. If they got to pay the bills, they got to pay the bills.
That's true. I mean, before I started doing this, I used to be a phone sex operator, so you got to do what you got to do. Which is where I hear a lot of my stories. You be surprised what I hear. Like I said, the story of the guy that he admitted that he actually, would go around and ask somebody to, let them give, he would ask, hey, if you pay me $20, to give you a head. And he was trying to hustle for money for, his rent and stuff, because he did also have a gambling problem. So all his rent money went to gambling. So he got desperate and decided, well, I'm going to go see how many blowjobs I can do to make up what I just lost. So, yeah.
Sounds like Nevada, all right.
Right? Yeah, the dude was actually from, I think he said Laughlin. So, and he was in Vegas, and he blew all his rent money, and he told me, that he got desperate and would go around asking guys for, $20, I'll give you a blowjob. And within 5 hours, he got the money together. It took him a while, but he got it. Yeah, it took him a while, but he got it.
Well, the simple factor is, a mouth is a mouth.
Oh, true. And it can still do the same job. Yeah, he definitely blew the money all right.
He blew the money both ways, in and out.
Right,
Yeah.
in and out. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Well, this has definitely been a great show. Stormdock is our first guest to be our special guest on our show, and I really want to thank you for coming on board and telling us about that hot crush of yours, good old Matt.
You're very welcome. I do have a poster of him looking down upon me in my streaming corner, so what can I say?
Well, she's going to have some wet dreams tonight, ain't she?
Wouldn't be the first time I had one about him, just saying.
I don't think she has to go anywhere. He's already looking at her.
That's right.
He is. I'll send it to picture to Larry. He looks very judgmental, too.
That's right. All right, guys. Well, next week, unfortunately, we're not going to have our show next week because I have some family matters I got to take care of. And so I'll be out of town next week. But
You cut out there.
at yahoo.com. And if you have a song that you believe that has a story with it, send your music over to Larry, and I'll have it listed on the on my next post announcing about that, so that you know where to send your music as well. And so I am definitely going to miss you all for next week, but we'll definitely get naughty again the following week. Same time, same bat channel, same bat time. Yes, I got Ben Affleck now on my mind.
It's okay. I've got Matt Smith on mine.
And Dante, I
Ladies.
know he's got a celebrity crush somewhere. He's got to have one, or he just keeping her to himself.
No, I'm sorry, ladies. There's no celebrity that tickles my fancy.
Okay,
You said
well, maybe
ladies.
Oh, then maybe it's Dirty Diana and Stormdock that tickles him.
Whoa.
Well,
Best
maybe
pump
not.
Breaks.
Well, we will definitely. I'll be pumping something up for Dante. One time, Dante. Oh my goodness, lovies. All right, you guys. Well, it was a beautiful time, and Dante, I'll let you end the show with your sign off.
Well, everyone, thank you for joining us tonight, and thank Swain Family Records for hosting for us. I hope you all enjoy your evenings, and we'll see you next time.
Yes. Bye, lovies.
They told you to wait your turn, told you you weren't big enough, told you to keep posting and hope somebody notices. But what if you didn't have to wait anymore? Welcome to Swain Family Records. This is not just a platform. This is a movement where independent artists finally have a voice, not just through their music, but through their story. Here, artists don't just press play. They get interviewed first. They speak. They introduce themselves. They share their journey before their music is even heard. So when the song drops, the fans don't just hear it, they feel it. They connect with the artist behind the sound. This is deeper than streams. This is real connection. Live music battles, live interviews, real exposure, real relationships, and now, real money. Starting Saturdays, fans and supporters can connect directly with artists live, purchase their music, buy their merch, and support them directly. No middleman, no gatekeepers, no waiting, just artist to fan, direct, authentic, powerful. This is where fans don't just listen, they engage. They support, they decide. Whether you're an artist, a fan, or a supporter, there is a place for you here. Join the movement at our main hub on Facebook, Swain Family Records Music Competitive Arena. And if you're not a member yet, you can still watch us live on Twitch at OGPSWayne99 or on YouTube at Swain Family Records. This is bigger than music. This is a culture shift. Swain Family Records, the UFC of music. Join the movement or get left behind.